Bree and Jace, this story will have you taking a double take. Over the weekend, a man who bears a strong resemblance to Mark Torrey Jr. was spotted out and about. That man has been identified as Michael Rozborski, who recently returned from deployment, and since his return has had several people mistaken him for Mark Torrey Jr. Upon hearing news reports that Torrey allegedly violated his pretrial conditions, Rozborski called the Attorney General's office himself to clear the air. Torrey was arrested last month for the shooting death of fellow GPD officer Albert Bert Piolo. Torrey wouldn't be behind bars for long, however, as the court released him on reduced bail to house arrest with third-party custodians. A mistake of identity has the Attorney General's office withdrawing a motion they filed late Monday afternoon. The motion was to revoke the pretrial release conditions for Mark Torrey Jr., who faces murder charges. The motion was prompted after the investigator Brian Cruz at the Attorney General's office reportedly observed Torrey at Andersen Air Force Base on Sunday, August 9, apparently waiting to get a haircut. According to court documents, Cruz reported none of Torrey's third-party custodians were by his side. According to Cruz's declaration, quote, "I briefly greeted Officer Torrey Jr. with a handshake and asked him, 'How are you doing?' I did not receive a reply," end quote. In response to the motion for an ex parte hearing, Torrey's legal counsel, attorney Jay Areola, filed an opposition Tuesday morning. According to Areola's filing, it was a case of mistaken identity, and his client denies violating his pretrial conditions. In support of this, Torrey's wife also filed a declaration stating they were at home at the time of the alleged sighting. Julia Torrey adds, quote, "For more than a year now, Marky shaves his own hair with his clipper at our home once a week and does not go to a barber," end quote. As of Tuesday early afternoon, the AG's office admitted to the mistake in a release stating, quote, "The Office of the Attorney General takes pretrial release violations very seriously. The charges against Mark Torrey Jr. in CF 421-15 warranted immediate action to ensure the safety of the community at large. The OAG today confirmed that defendant Mark Torrey Jr. has not, in fact, violated the conditions of his pretrial release. The OAG is going to withdraw its motion to revoke," end quote. According to court documents, Torrey's look-alike, Michael Rozborski, called the AG's office early this morning, clarifying that Rozborski was the man seen at Andersen Air Force Base getting a haircut over the weekend, and that he worked with investigator Brian Cruz in the Air Force Reserves. They shook hands and, upon hearing news reports early today, realized Cruz may have mistaken him for Torrey. In a statement to KUAM, defense attorney Areola heeds warning to the investigator who made the mistake, stating, quote, "The AG's investigator 3 who filed his declaration under penalty of perjury should exercise greater discretion and investigate his claims prior to requesting warrants of arrest for bail violations based merely on speculation and innuendo," end quote. KUAM contacted Torrey's lookalike via telephone. He declined to comment on the issue. Torrey, in the meantime, pleaded not guilty to murder, manslaughter, and aggravated assault charges. His next court appearance is a criminal trial setting scheduled for next week, Thursday, August 20. Bree and Jace, back to you.